Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Terrafirma Together. I'm MrEnvelope. Hello, gonna punch you a little bit. But welcome back, guys, to the server. Today, we got some things I want to show you to start things off. We'll get into that later. But first, remember that wood pile area that I was working on last episode? The one that was pretty much just what I did in my Season 2 TFC world? I got rid of it. I took out all the wood. I still need to dig up all this limestone and everything and fill up these holes. You know, I thought with the snow here, it looked really ugly and it would look so much better once it all melted. That didn't happen. It looked like crap the whole time, so I decided to rip it out and I wanted to go make a new project, something that actually looked like some effort went into it. And this is what we got. I think this looks really good. I'm very pleased with this. We got wood piles up in the front. We not the first four, the main four woods that I think people like the most. The ones that I also kind of like the most. So we have wood piles and everything, so people can just come and grab what they need. And we also have these cabinets from Rustic, which are very similar to the lockers. I think they're called lockers from Better Storage in 1.7 TFC. So yeah, we got all this storage space for like a bunch of wooden things. With the main four woods, like our favorite ones, we have 4 lockers for each one, and we can store the logs inside. I guess I don't really need to show you that, but yeah, got a lot of storage for these 4 types of wood. And then we also have an extra space over here for oak wood, because that's another pretty good one. Still finishing the build a little bit. But if we come in here too, we have the rest of the different woods all stored, organized and everything. I need to come up with a better way to show like which wood is which, because obviously looking at it at the lockers, you can see what the planks will look like, but some of them are pretty similar. Like this and this, they look pretty much the same, except this is sequoia and what is this? Palm? This is palm. So the planks look different, but these lockers look pretty similar. But overall, I would say I'm very happy with this. I still got a few things to clean up, like up there and up here. It's a little messy still. And I don't have anything really up here, but I thought, this is kind of like a barn shape. Might as well put some storage up here or something. I don't know. And then we got this little entrance to this lake. It's pretty cool. I like this whole area, and I think this build is a lot better. So people who want to grab some wood, come over here, grab your wood. And then around over here in this area we'll have like the tree farms. Let's open up the journey map. So if we look down over here, this is where the old farm was. I had planned to put like random little tree farms all around the area, but now we're gonna just have like farms right here, just pretty much over here is where we're gonna do the wood farming. But yeah, one more look. I really like this project. I thought it came out very well. Ooh, and check that out. That's a terracotta. Terracotta we can get in this version of TFC, the hardened clay. But to get it, it's a pain to get. You have to cook your clay blocks, which are pretty expensive to begin with. They're 9 clay balls, so it's pretty expensive and a little time consuming to gather these up, and they only stack up to 16. And then if you want to get the terracotta, you have to cook them till they get brilliant white. It takes like 4 minutes for it to heat up that much if you're not using a bellow to heat up the temperature. And then it stops when it gets to white, and you have to manually pump whenever it gets to white to get it to brilliant white. Oh man, it took so long. It took me like an hour to get enough for this project. I have a little bit left over, but not very much, and I hated that so much. Another annoying thing about terracotta is that we can't put it in storage. It just won't go in these chests. We have to put them in lockers for whatever reason, and it doesn't make sense because we can get this stuff in like vanilla TFC, so I don't know why we can't put this in chests. It's super bizarre. Very strange. But anyways, there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. It was a gift I got from the Drew for You, or Zuxer, as he's known on the server. He made me a black steel sword. And I put it up here for now. I'm gonna use it, but I put it up here for now because I have this copper sword. It's terrible. It barely does like any damage, but I want to use this thing up before I start using this, and then whenever this guy starts getting low on durability, you know, we'll put him back up in the room as like a little treasure, little token in the room. Speaking of which, I think I can sleep. So something really lame happened on the server too. We've been having a few problems with our mobs. So check this out. These are the cows that we brought over last episode. The ones that were a super big pain in the butt to grab. It happened again! Oh my god. So we've been having some problems where mobs will just like glitch through their enclosures and eventually they end up killing themselves. The cows, as you can see, like those ones, that one right there, it looks super dirty. It's because in this version of TFC, mobs get old. I think I set it to like 4 years. Oh god, he's dying. Don't. Geez. In 4 years, the animals get old typically, and then they die. I think there's a few exceptions to that rule with other species of mobs, but for the most part, cows after 4 years, they get old. You can't milk them, you can't get like resources from them. They're useless. They won't have babies, nothing. So we're gonna have to put those guys down. What's unfortunate about this though is the 3 cows that we had, they were all pregnant and they had their babies, and then the next couple days we came back on the server and all the babies were gone. As you saw, that goat was out here. I'm pretty sure that was one of the goats that was... Actually, that might be a new goat, because I think we only had 2 in here. But the goats, or the animals, like, have been escaping or dying or suffocating in the walls. We're pretty sure it's a bug in 1.12 and not specifically TFC. I remember a while ago in a old world I used to play in, this problem used to happen with sheep. They'd always escape their pens, no matter what would happen. And I'm pretty sure, as Majestic had pointed out, that it has to do with like chunk loading and everything. And unfortunately, this pen happens to be directly in 4 different chunks. So it's not the best spot for a pen, but you know, it's kind of okay. We can get more cows. There's some kind of close to where the lumber yard is, which isn't too far away. It just sucks. we spent a long time waiting for these guys to, you know, love us and then make their baby and then have the baby, and then they just died. It is like the 3rd time this has happened to us with different mobs. It's terrible. Oh wow, that cooked really fast. So if you guys might recall, we had some trouble making... Oh, what is this stuff? Honeycomb. No, beeswax. We couldn't put the honeycomb to like in any cooking inventory. But now that problem's fixed because Firmalife updated. And the reason why we were going after honeycomb was, well, I think at first we were going after it because it was something new. We wanted to try to make the beehives. And now we got some. And it was just today that Doddle and I tried placing them down. Well, actually, he tried placing them down, and he wasn't sure if it was working. I did a little bit of testing in a creative world, and it looked like this area that we were in was just like a little too cold for anything to happen. I need some wood. We decided to go looking for a warmer area, and we found one, but Doddle had to go, and I just stuck around on the server for a little bit longer. But basically, Doddle set up the bees over here. You can see there's the bee boxes from 114? 113? 114, I think. I don't know. Whatever update added the bees in vanilla Minecraft. We have the beehive. And at first it wasn't working like at all, but now it looks like it is. You can tell by these random particles popping out. And basically, they work pretty similar to how vanilla bees work, except we don't actually see the bees. We kind of just have the particles around, and then we know that there's supposed bees chilling inside of the hive. Okay, we might need to put down some more flowers, but basically the honey can be used as a sugar substitute, and this doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to be growing like regular TFC sugar because, oops, because we're still going to need that, but I'm hoping that like Doddle can use this bee honey as sugar for bread cooking, and then maybe I can steal the sugar cane for my coffee. because basically the honey acts as a sugar substitute, like I said, and then he can use it for his stuff, and then I can use regular sugar for my stuff. You following? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I made another beehive because I managed to get a few more honeycomb, and I think we can make like a whole bunch more. And we probably should have like a whole like mess of this stuff, but we gotta wait like I think three TFC days. These should be covered in honey, and then you can harvest them. Right click, you'll get some honey, or if you right click with a knife, you get honeycomb. And then the honeycomb is used to make more beehives, you know, like I said. So that's pretty much it, except this one I don't think is doing anything. I think I got to get more flowers, especially because I just punched one. So let's go pick some flowers. And check it out, guys. This is what the hives look like when they're full of honey. Very cool. You can see the particles. I guess this one did work. These two did work stacked on each other. It's looking good. There we go. 12 stacks of gunpowder. Nice. Alright guys, so I thought I was going to be using that slate that I blew up for the coffee shop build, but I did a little more testing in a creative world, and I think I got something else that's going to be pretty good. Hopefully good. We'll see. But I'm just going to grab a few bits of wood from here. I think this will be fine. We're going to also be using some chestnut. It's going to have a very similar palette to this. Minus... Oh no, we're going to be using blackwood. It's going to have a very similar palette to this. But hopefully it'll still look good. That's my hope. I think it looks okay, but we'll see. And hopefully it'll go by pretty fast, because I'm hoping we can get this done by the end of the episode. So we've expanded the road, going this way a little bit from the little fountain over here. By the way, we got water in the fountain thanks to the Drew for You. He progressed all the way through the red and blue steel. He made a regular bucket, which is a very expensive recipe. It costs a red and blue steel bucket and then a bunch of iron, and then you get the regular Minecraft bucket that can carry everything. So good job for him. But he gave us water. He blessed us with water for the fountain. So now the fountain's complete. Good job. And Majestic made the fountain, by the way. So yeah. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I expanded the road this way. So, you know, the town can go over here. There's also room to expand that way and that way still. But for now, we're going to expand this way. And I'm going to put the coffee shop here. I think it's going to be a good spot. Hopefully it's not super ugly to everybody, because that would really suck. Alright guys, the cafe is done. For the most part. There's a couple things I need to do, but like I just said, it's done mostly. And I think it's looking pretty good. I'm happy with this. We got two pretty good looking buildings this episode. The lumber place and then this. And my only problem with this right now is it's pretty empty, and it's also very dark. But that'll change once we get some candles. There's candles from Rustic that I want to add, but we don't have a recipe for them. Well, we have a recipe, but we don't have any ways to get this beeswax or this tallow, because both things require us to smelt things with a furnace, and we don't have regular furnaces in TFC, so I'll add a recipe to make the recipe possible. But yeah, once we get those candles, we can snap them onto this chandelier. Chandelier was very expensive, by the way. I wasted so much iron with this project. I had to make these iron chains and then make the chandelier. It was pretty pricey. And then I wasted a whole bunch more clay making all these coffee mugs, you know, that I'm using just for decoration. But yeah, this is the coffee shop. Obviously, you know, we'll have things for sale up here. Maybe more stuff for sale in here, but this will be where people come. They can buy coffee or just steal it. I don't know. And then we just got like basic decorations in here. Nothing crazy. We got rustic chairs, bibliocraft tables. I think it's good. I might swap out the grass here for cobblestone of some type, but I feel like it might clash a little bit with the roads that we're using because they're pretty much cobblestone too. So I don't know. I think I got to do something for this outdoor seating area, but I think it's overall pretty good. I'm happy with it. Oh, and then we got this sign right here. I really like the idea of this. We use these in my TFC Season 2 series where you can put like stuff in here and then like make it bigger so you can have like real fancy signs. And then whenever you're done, you know, the items there. I was thinking of using these, but this is so high up and it's kind of weirdly placed. Like that's such a weird place to have a sign like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to take this down, but it's an option and we might do something with it. But I do think we're going to have to end the episode. I know it was kind of just like a couple clips. Bam, cafe's done, but this is it. I'm going to have to, you know, do all the detailed stuff off camera, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I'm very happy with it. But before we end the episode, I wanted to show you guys the thing that Majestic has been working on. Majestic's one of the patrons on the server, and he's gone crazy because he's decided to build a museum. A museum kind of like what I did, like what we have right here. Check this out, guys. Majestic's building a museum, but he also made a scale model of my museum for my Season 2 TFC world. It's all done with chisels and bits, and it's a perfect scale model. Everything's here. He has like the trees in the front, the entryway. You can look inside and see all the different floors of everything. Obviously, I think in the video, it might be a little hard to really get a full appreciation of all the work and detail in here. But trust me, it's amazing. It's incredible. I can't believe he did it. It came out so good. And I'm not just saying that because it's based off of something I did. This is just a really cool project to do. And I don't know exactly what's going to go in his museum, but he's building one. The Mad Lad is doing it. If we take a look at the journey map, you can see how big this whole project is. Like, we're right here, and this is this is his museum project. So yeah, very cool, very impressive. But as the sun sets, we'll end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe and like if you want to see more. I'm MrEnvelope. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.